Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Vhonda and I'm going to be making a chicken pot pie. I've already cooked what was left of my other chicken breast from making a chicken cutlet in my little crock pot. And we're going to need an onion, potato, cream of chicken, some garlic, some mixed vegetables, self-rising flour, some butter, some chicken broth. That was some I had in the freezer and I thawed out that I had made homemade. And I have some dumpling cobbler topping that I had left over from making biscuits the other day. And so I can also use that but I didn't end up needing it because I made too much. Imagine that. So I'm just going to take that chicken off the bone. It was a very small piece of chicken, but I didn't need much, just the leftover breast. And so quickly shredded that up. I almost dropped it. I almost dropped it. Yeah, me and that vegetable peeler went around and around. It's time to be replaced. So I ended up dicing up the potatoes and got them cooking in the microwave for just 2 minutes with just maybe a tablespoon of water with them, and got them a head start, and that really helped them turn out just perfectly tender. Look at me fight this. Instead of picking up the cutting board, no, let's fight it. There, big girl. Okay, so then I start on my onion. I just used half of an onion in this recipe. 1 potato and 1 onion and a half a chicken breast so far. I'll have it all typed out below for you in the description box. From there, it's on to 1 garlic clove. And I really like the fresh garlic so much better than the jarred or the paste. But I also enjoy meal prep too, so I'd rather do that than do the dishes. So in my pan, I'm going in with just a little bit of butter and going to get those onions sauteing. Get them tender. It only takes what, maybe 4 minutes. I really like these skillets, but boy, when they start turning things brown, it'll go to black very quickly. So I always have some kind of liquid nearby if I need to slow down the cooking process. So there's my garlic in there till I can smell it getting smelly, garlicky smell. And there's my par-cooked potatoes, and I'm gonna try to be gentle here, not to break them up too much, because yeah, they were real tender even after just 2 minutes. So a heaping serving spoon there of some flour so I can thicken the broth. I'm not following a recipe, I'm just shooting from the hip here and doing what I've seen other people do, what I want to do, what I think will turn out okay. So I salted those potatoes a little bit, and then in goes some homemade, oh, that was from cooking the chicken breast, that little bit of chicken breast. And then I realized, oh, Vhonda, you've got this other broth that's even more flavored from cooking chicken a while back with the onions and the celery and carrot. So it was really, really tasty. So there goes some chicken fat in there with it. But it's so good. So I just cooked that a little bit. Stir it, watch it thicken up. And I'm going to add in 1 can of the mixed vegetables. That can didn't have any potatoes in it, did it? I don't think it was the veg-all. And then my shredded up chicken. There might be 3/4 of a cup of chicken there. But I only cooked it like 2.5 hours in my little crock pot on high, and it was perfectly done. Not dried out at all. There's a can of cream and chicken soup. Don't we all prefer the Campbell's cream and chicken soup? I don't know. Maybe you don't. I do. Because I can tell when I use the Campbell's in anything. And a little bit of half and half, so it's not too thick. So I just heated that up till it got to bubbling really good. And I tasted it to make sure it had enough salt. So in my pantry I had some homemade self-rising flour, and I'm going to very quickly, as fast as I can, put some frozen butter cubes in there. It was like a half a stick that I cubed up, and it was frozen all right, and I didn't get it real small pieces at all, and I'm glad I didn't, because my little cobblers that I put on top were very tender, and not a one of them went to waste at all. I had way too many. Oh, here I am. Here I am stirring in some milk. I don't know how much. I just stir it around until the flour is just barely absorbed and it's not really, like wet. I don't want it too wet. I want it like Play-Doh. Not wet, but soft. What was I saying? Oh, I made some biscuits and gravy. You'll see that in an upcoming video. And I used those leftover cobblers that I didn't put on my chicken pot pie cobbler. I didn't know what to name it, so I just put everything in there. Chicken pot pie cobbler. And so I just scoop out a spoonful. Make them as big or small as you want, but it is important to put them on filling that's hot. So if you was to let this filling sit, you would want to heat it up to bubbling before you would put the cold cobbler biscuits on top, so that the biscuits will get done on the bottom and not just be gooey, gummy, nasty. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and in it goes. And it was so hot in my kitchen because it was so hot that day. And I put it in there for 20 minutes, and then I had to put it back in for 12 more to get the biscuits the color I wanted on top. And there they are, my little cobbler pot pie. And it was so good. Not one single bite went to waste. And I picked off some of the cobblers, like I said, and I made sausage gravy, and I used them there. They were just perfect. Just perfect. So, there it is. That's my chicken pot pie cobbler. A la Vhonda. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.